Welcome into From the Pink Seats podcast. I am your host, Jacob Lane, joined by the magnificent gentleman that you see on your screen, here in your headphones here, Vincent Lococo, producer Keith, radio Keith, podcast Keith, everywhere Keith. My man is all over the place these days. But first off, if you're tuning in to the show for the first time, go ahead. If you haven't pulled that trigger yet, subscribe on YouTube right here below, anywhere you listen to your shows on audio. And be sure to stay tapped in here. From the Pink Seats podcast is your leader in football coverage here in the city of Louisville. And if you're watching on YouTube, you see right now that we're joined by a special guest. Joining from the Pink Seats podcast, Louisville's longtime quarterback commit in the class of 2026, hailing from Tennessee by way of the state champions, Baylor High School. Briggs Cherry, welcome into the show, buddy. How we doing, man? It's great to have you on.
I'm doing good. Thank y'all for having me.
Of course, man. You're always welcome here. It's been an off season filled with tons of positive news coming from your side. We'll get into all of that in a second. But before that, man, how's life, man? How's your summer going into senior year of high school? That's like the best time in the world. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Every morning we're up at 6 a.m. We got football practice 7 to 10 every morning. We just put the pads on today, so finally got some pads popping. And it's just, I've been living life, playing golf like a few times a week, watching movies, sleeping. I don't know. It's been a dream life.
The sleep, man. I'm telling you right now, that's like the best part of summer, right? Like as an adult, corporate world, I envy not getting to sleep. This
is the most fun a senior has for football practice too. I mean, you know the offense, you know everything that's going on. I mean, you're helping the younger guys more than anything. So, I mean, that's got to be fun.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Yeah, man. Well, let's just jump into this. Obviously, you have been committed to Louisville for quite some time, committed very early on in your recruitment, and have been locked in for some time. You just had your visit not long ago, came up for some camps and everything. So it's been a journey. You know, the game of high school recruiting, it feels like every day it's, there's all kinds of things. But up until this summer, it seems like you've been locked in with Louisville and then going through the camp circuit and all the 7-on-7. So just talk me through your summer. Where's your game grown the most? Like where are you as a quarterback right now in the evolution of Briggs Cherry from, high school junior to high school senior, preparing to go be QB1 at Louisville?
I think I've improved the most on just like anticipation on routes and just like seeing it before it's actually there. And I feel like going to OT7 and Elite 11 and the Rivals camp all back to back to back, I just felt like playing against and with the best athletes in the country, I just feel like, and against the best defense, it's tightened the windows, which is more college-like and college-ready, and I just feel like that helped me a lot.
Talk to me about the Elite 11. I played with a guy named Juwan Pass who was also Elite 11 invitee back in the day. He loved it. He loved the experience. He loved the gear. I mean, I remember seeing the full layout of the bed of gear y'all get, and I was like, damn, wish I was a quarterback. But, besides that, what all did you learn? Obviously you talked to anticipation. You had to learn an offense very quickly there and anticipate a lot of throws.
Yes, sir. So when we got the invite, they sent us a 37-page playbook that we had to learn in 2 weeks, which was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So when we got there, I think I learned more than anything, just like time management. You got to know, like, you have a set time for everything that you have to be somewhere. And I just feel like that was a big help for me because, like I said, that's pretty much what college is. You're on your own. And then we had a lot of, like, leadership groups, just like how to be a leader, how to help your teammates, like all that kind of stuff. And then talking about gear, oh my gosh, I had to buy a whole nother suitcase to get home. They gave us virtual reality sets, like chains.
Wow,
everything.
I can't believe you got a virtual reality set. That's definitely the most wild thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, like the Meta Instagram people were there. Like it was kind of crazy. Everybody who got invited to Elite 11, they got their blue check on Instagram. Like, it was just cool.
There you go. Now, they invited some alumni players from Elite 11 out for guest coaching roles, if I remember correctly. Who was one of the alumni coaches that you thought, oh, wow, this is sick. I'm actually out here learning from this guy.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool to throw alongside, like, Klubnik. Like I grew up watching him, like, from when he was a freshman at Clemson and got some playing time. Like, it was just cool to hear his side of the story. Like, everybody thinks, like, his path is so easy. But from behind the scenes where he was from, he had a bumpy road and just nobody sees that. But it was cool to talk to him. And then Malik Murphy was there. He has a unique path, which was also really cool.
Talk me through a little bit of just, who Briggs Cherry is as a quarterback, right? Like outside of the camps and everything this season, like one, who are the guys that you kind of model your game after? And if you had to kind of describe yourself in an elevator pitch, 30-second description, like how do you describe yourself as a quarterback?
All right, so first I look up to I like copy my game off Jared Goff. Not trying to do too much, but trying to fit the scheme of the offense. And and just like a quick thing, I would say I'm a pocket passer who can spread the ball all over the field. I can run, but I don't. That's not what I choose to do. Yeah, I'm gonna get the ball to my guys in space.
You highlighted your senior year summer earlier, and I want to hear what this upcoming season is always so special, especially coming off a state championship. And it's like, what are you looking forward to the most, and what do you think you have to do as the leader and as the quarterback to repeat as a state champion?
I'm just looking forward to working harder than ever to get back to that point. One of the most fun times of the year is the summer when you get to go in there with your team and just start from scratch and restart and build your team up to where they should be, where they were last year. And I just feel like this summer has been a very good start to that. And I feel like the leadership on our team is really good this year, and we definitely have a possibility of going back.
Look at this. It's so winner mentality right there. I mean, look at that, man. I mean, no skipping a beat.
So very stereotypical, like job interview question. What would you say is the biggest strength and weakness of your game at this point?
My biggest strength, I would say, is just arm strength, being able to get the ball all over the field. And then biggest weakness, I would say, is just like it was a lot worse, but over this summer it's gotten better. Just the quickness of my footwork, I feel like it's gotten a lot better. But that was my like low area, and I feel like I've raised the bar for that a lot.
Yeah, I'm curious for you. You're, high profile quarterback. You go to these camps, and obviously you're rubbing shoulders with the best of the best across the country, right? Some of the most elite players from all over the place, and guys go to this camp with different mentalities. Whether it's just really locking in and being in the playbook, or whether it's going there for the exposure. But I'm curious for you, right, as a quarterback and a guy who's you've got to connect with every one of these players, right? Like everyone on your team, you've got to be locked in with them. When it comes to you, kind of the mentality of it, right? Like walk me through how much of it is being locked into the week that you're in, how much of it is trying to talk to guys about their recruitment, about potentially about Louisville, where you're at. Like, what are some of the the conversations and how that goes with you as the quarterback and with the guys around you?
Yeah, for sure. Off the field, I feel like I'm a really calm person. Like I don't show much emotion around. Just like my big thing is like if I'm calm, my team's gonna be calm. But and then just like talking around my team, I feel like me and my teammates have a really good relationship because of how much time we spend together. Like on Sundays, they'll come to church with me. They'll come golf with me sometimes. Like, but then when you get in a game mentality, it's a killer mentality. It's just go out there and whatever you see, like you win. And I feel like that's our mentality for our team.
How do you mix the calmness with the killerness when you play golf? Teach me that one, because I'm just over here, there's no calmness going on.
So when I play golf, I've actually started, I don't even use my driver anymore. That was where all the anger came out.
That's my problem. Yeah,
so
that's why you're a quarterback and I'm a fullback.
I swing a 4-iron off the tee box. I can't hit a 3-wood driver. I can't hit any of that.
What's your favorite yardage?
Happy to hear that.
I don't know. I hit as far as I can. I don't even know.
Look at that, man.
Attaboy.
Killer mentality.
So for this upcoming season, I know you've done a couple of interviews. Like the Louisville space has been trying like crazy to get a hold of. And you said one of your goals was to get Mr. Football. So on some of your visits up here, we have 2024, one of the Tennessee Titan Mr. Footballs, and Eric Hazard on the roster. You get a chance to talk to him at all?
For sure. Eric Hazard was, I actually knew him before I committed. And I used to sit, like, I think there was 2 games I came to my sophomore year where he was there. And, like, my family, his family got to connect really well. And I got to watch him play at Page, and they were a really, really good team. And I just feel like my relationship with him is really good.
Okay, that's cool to hear.
Yeah, well, and you've got a teammate potentially joining you, and you guys got a talented freaking team, around you. What's that like, just with everyone in your all's class, potentially with their recruitments and kind of how they're all going about that? What's that been like for you?
It's actually crazy. Like I've been working on Charlie for a minute,
Yeah,
trying to get Louisville over Kentucky. I like finally Coach Mero switched over. Finally something clicked, and finally got him. But our team is super super talented. Like we probably have one of the best running backs in the country. Our receivers are good. Our line, I ain't never seen a line this big in high school.
yeah.
Our defense this year is really good. I just feel like the talent on our team is definitely like soared. Like we're really good this year, and I just feel like everybody's recruiting process is different. Mine was a little later than a lot of quarterbacks, but I feel like at the end of the day, I still found my home.
So you mentioned Coach Mero. You had committed before he had flipped over to the Louisville staff. You had a chance to have some conversations, get to meet the big dog?
I have. I've got on the phone with him a few times. Me and him have a good relationship, and we're just still trying to build this 26 class.
I was going to say you've been working on building out this 26 class. So what? So you had done some camps with some of the players who eventually did end up committing at Louisville, joining you in this class of 2026. What were some of those camp like interactions like before they had committed? Like, hey, come on, man, let's get this done.
Yeah, for sure. So every time I went to Louisville, I would FaceTime Julius and be like, come on, bro, like we need you here.
It's that easy.
Finally, he clicked. And then at OT7 in Miami, I was teammates. Gavin was on my team. Gavin Waddell was on my team, and Jaden McGregory.
Okay.
So they were both on my team there, and I got to have a good conversation with them in the hotel of just like, especially Jaden, he wasn't committed yet, of just like, come on, bro, like this is home. We're building something different here, and we're going to be great.
Yeah, you mentioned the word home a lot, and obviously I know in recruiting everyone kind of, it's not a buzzword, but it's something you hear often, and really, of course, for anyone that's going to the next step, you're looking for comfort, you're looking for fitting in, and kind of finding the right place for you. But for you described Louisville as home. What is that feeling like? Like, what is it about Louisville that feels to you like being at home?
Yeah, for sure. Louisville feels like Chattanooga to me. Like when I get there, I don't feel like I'm in a random area. I feel like I could go there and walk around town and feel like I'm just walking around town here. And it's close enough for my family to come up. It's only like 2.5 hours from where they will live. And then like just the people, the connections that I've already made there with either some businesses, some players, some coaches, even just like fans. Like I just feel like it's a good fit for me, and I just feel like the home word fits Louisville.
You had any favorite spots that you visited in town?
I forgot we went ate one place downtown right beside
Jeff Ruby's. It's got to be Jeff Ruby's, right?
Probably
The
Galt House?
Steak?
Yeah, it did have steak. It
Yeah,
was somewhere right beside the Yum Center.
Yes.
Oh, it's Galt House.
Yeah. Okay. Somewhere around there. There's a couple of like you had the restaurant that spins in the Galt House. You have a couple of others there right on Main Street. That's Jeff Ruby's is the spot though. Next time you come back, you tell them take me to Jeff Ruby's. I want nothing more.
Big Dog would love that for sure.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Right. Big Dog would be like, all right, Ben, I've been waiting for.
I gotta ask. I'm gonna put you on the. I'm gonna put you on the spot. It's let's call it fourth quarter, 5 seconds left on the clock. What kind of play are you wanting to call? 4 verticals, obviously, can't really tell you where we're at. I know. Yeah, now I'm like,
what yard line we on?
We'll say you're at we'll call it the 35. So you're at the
35.
No, you got anything special you're cooking? Coach Brohm loves his trick plays and things like that. So I don't know. You thinking hooking ladder?
I'm gonna run 3x1. I'm gonna go outside post. Inside, he's gonna wheel it. My number 3 is gonna run. You gotta get 5 seconds left. We're gonna run something quick, just 5-yard out if I need it to get out of bounds. And then we got running back block. We can get a little play action fake if we want. And then backside, best receiver. We're gonna run a post corner, high corner. And if he gets 1-on-1, we're gonna take that shot.
Definitely take that. Yep. For sure.
Love
That's
it.
beautiful. That's the answer I wanted to hear.
I love the wherewithal to have the 5 and out because I'm getting excited about a kicker we got coming up. He's a redshirt freshman, so we'll
Yes,
have a
sir.
kicker for a while up here for you.
I actually, one of my kicker last year for high school is a 5-star. Went to Coastal Carolina, and he's been kicking with him the past week. And he texted me and was like, "This dude's legit." And I was like, "Let's go! Like that's what we need to hear."
So any down and distance, what's like bread and butter, like favorite passing concept you have?
I like flood concepts a lot. Like
My man.
like I like some flood concepts, some dagger concepts. Just like those are my two go-to. But whatever you call, I'm gonna put it in the right spot.
You mentioned earlier that, you model your game after Jared Goff in terms of just, taking really good care of the ball, not doing too much, being able to push it downfield if you need to, making the right play the majority of the time. These guys will laugh, particularly Vince. One of my big things is I love a quarterback that can throw the ball to the running back, man. Give me your perspective on checkdowns to the running back. Like, is this
he laughs because this was a hot topic for years. Our old quarterback Malik Cunningham definitely struggled with. He had the legs to take off, though. I mean, he would just take off and go if he could. I mean, why throw it to the running back when I can do it myself?
Right. The running back should be the best friend, though, right? I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
That.
So our running back at our school will eventually be a 5-star. Like, we got to give him the ball. Our big saying is listen to your feet. So if you're bouncing, find your running back. He's more than likely open. They stay open somehow. But
right, because they got a linebacker like Vince is like, fine, I'm not trying to cover this guy.
Okay,
all right, guys, let's be real.
Defense Jacob is definitely saying if it's 5 yards, we can come up and make a play on it. Briggs knows this, but he's also knows he's seen 100 running backs catch the football. That most of them have stone hands, so why would I go cover that anyways?
Well, for our running back, if you give him the ball, there's no the first tackler will never tackle him, so it's already plus whatever yards I give it to him at, which is like really, really good for a running back because, some of them do have brick hands, but also some of them can catch.
Yeah, right. That is true.
I'm going to put you on to something real quick. I don't know if you know this, but Louisville currently on the roster has 2 dynamite running backs. Isaac Brown. I don't know if you've heard of it. I've heard of him, but I mean, hey, man, you walk in here. I don't know how much time, you might have with those guys, but you give some real horsepower in the backfield. Dump the ball down, man. Speaking of the offense and everything, talk me through just your relationship with Brian Brohm. Give you some perspective when we're your age, some of us a little bit younger. Brian Brohm was the man around here, was a 5-star, Trinity High School, home of Vince Lococo, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, to come out of this, this state, this city. Now he comes back home with Jeff and is the quarterback coach and the offensive coordinator. And for us, we see that kind of, grizzly beard. We see a little gray in there, and we're like, man, we're feeling it. But we still feel the same kind of allure that Brian has, and we're seeing it with the development of Jack and with Tyler, and now hopefully with Miller. Guy like yourself, what's your relationship like with Coach Brian Brohm, and what are you looking forward to when it comes to kind of working with him?
Yeah, Coach Brown's my guy. He's came down here. First he came down here with the whole coaching staff and visited me at Baylor, and then he came back during spring ball. Came, watched practice, home visit. We went and ate together, and then when I went up there, he was the one who took us out by the Yum Center, took us to the basketball game. I just feel like mine and his relationship is really strong, and I feel like our games kind of mimic each other to some point. I'll give it to him. He was up there. That was a dog.
Yeah. Has he like brought you into the film room? He's like, hey, I'm gonna put some film on. I want you to watch this, and then it's just like this old grainy film from 2004. And
he probably does that. Just hey Briggs, I'm gonna show you what we do around here. And then,
we never watched his film together. I have watched a game of his, but when we were in his office one time, he did pull up my rankings to his rankings.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
His was a little higher.
I'm so here for that, man. The Trinity High School is so strong in him, Vince. It's not even funny.
Yeah, for sure.
So while talking about sort of to go back to the recruiting process, like Tennessee to Louisville, that hasn't been something that we've seen too often over the course of our fandom. So just like growing up, I assume it's been in Tennessee the whole way. Like favorite team or no? Where'd you grow up at then? Bouncing around.
I grew up in Tennessee, but I never liked Tennessee in football. That was like my most hated team.
Okay.
I was not a Tennessee fan growing up.
Yeah.
Okay. So you sort of were leading into the question. Who are the teams that Briggs Cherry cheered for as a little kid?
I ain't gonna lie. So I had a bunch of cousins that went to Alabama. My dad was a Bama fan. A lot of people call me a bandwagon. I liked him my whole life. I wouldn't really say I'm a bandwagon, but now
It comes with the
I don't-
territory. I'm a Yankees fan. I get it too, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about our Titans fan? You follow the NFL at all? Like, what's the allegiance there?
I don't really have a team in the NFL. I just went for players. Like I like
Okay.
Jared Goff.
Yeah.
I guess I like the Lions. I like J-Mo, Jameer, just the
Yeah.
Bama boys.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, man. I can dig
What made
that.
you fall in love with Jared Goff and his playing style?
At Elite 11, he was there. We got to meet him. And we were on the beach one day, and he came out there and talked to us, and that was just a really cool experience for me. And just like he talked about some short-term memory things, like a game he threw 5 picks in, and he just had to keep throwing it. Like that was a big thing for me is short-term memory. Even if you have a bad play, bounce back the next play, it's not the same play anymore. And I just feel like he fits the style of his team, so he don't try to do too much or take off running. He just gets the ball to his playmakers and let them play, and that's how I feel like I play.
You mentioned that game. He went through that on the Netflix documentary the past season, and it was insane to watch through. So, I mean, that's definitely some insight that the short-term memory stuff, man. Seeing him go through that was hard.
Any random player that you're a fan of? So you talked about how you like players more so than NFL teams. Who's that? You're a fan of that guy?
I'm a fan of Xavier Leggett.
Okay.
The accents.
Dude,
You gonna eat some
Right.
raccoon with him? You gonna eat some raccoon with him?
Nah, I ain't eating no.
No, man. I think we can make that happen. Yeah, I think we can make that happen. Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
incredible. All right, man. Well, let's do this real quick. Again, in the name of getting to know Briggs Cherry, the quarterback, the person, we've got just a couple of rapid fire questions for you. And we're going to throw these at you. You just give us how you feel right at the tip of the tongue. Nothing crazy out there. Just, some questions to get your wheels spinning a little bit. So we'll dive in here, getting to know Briggs Cherry a little bit. Favorite sport besides football?
Golf.
Golf. Okay. All right. I like that.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Probably like chicken and rice.
Longest session in the tattoo chair getting that sleeve taken care of.
5 hours. I got this one and this one at one time.
Man, at one time, that's brutal.
Oh,
They have
hold
to
on.
use
Are
the
you not going
numbing
to touch the
cream,
right
man?
arm?
Like-
Are you not going to touch the right arm like shooters don't touch it too? I mean,
Nah, this the money maker.
I love that. Yes, that's the exact response I wanted.
So we got to get that clip out to the people working on CFB 27. Got to have a high toughness rate. And the man spent 5 hours in a tattoo
Exactly.
chair in one
That's
session.
Right. Man.
TikTok or Snapchat?
No numbing cream. We don't use numbing cream either.
Look, man, I was about to say that's
yeah.
Oh, when they go back around after they open those wounds to color, man, that's the stuff that'll
Yeah.
save you from just.
Oh
Yeah, I like toughness though. Rating 99 right here. You heard it here first on the Pink Seats podcast. Go ahead, Vince.
TikTok or Snapchat?
Probably Snapchat.
Okay. Favorite subject in school?
I'm a math guy. I can't stand
Oh
it.
man! Wow, and that's
like
the reason
math
you
and-
chose Louisville, right?
I like math and
Academics.
history.
Okay, look at that. Look at that, man. That's great.
All right. So we noticed the collection behind you. Favorite pair of shoes?
See, a lot of a certain brand you can't wear whenever you come to the school.
I know.
You gotta enjoy the last few months of those, my friend.
I actually got some of the Louisville. I got them from Coach Barclay. It's the same pair of shoes he had on. I don't know what they're called, but they are some kind of Adidas shoe. But I like just Air Max, Nike Air Max.
Yeezys are Adidas. You can rock those.
Yeah.
You can rock
Yeah.
something like that.
Maybe. I
Oh,
don't know.
go-to
That's
candy.
up to
I
me.
work for a candy shop, so this is definitely a frequent question that we ask, and definitely not a hot topic that we just added.
Laffy Taffy.
There you go. Last one for me here. If you're eating wings, we going bone in or boneless?
Bone in.
Oh my man. That's
Drums or
tough.
flats?
Man,
Yeah, look at that. Follow up quick.
Oh, flats.
Yeah,
Ranch or blue
smart.
cheese?
That
There's
my
like
man.
you can't just have like.
Let's go. Let's go. The trifecta, Vince. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I'm like the only one
So-
in the world that likes blue cheese with their wings.
Nah,
Trash.
I
Throw
don't
it
like
out of here.
blue cheese.
Get it out of here, man. Get it out of here.
All right, and then last one, and this is just so Vince and I both have been fans of watching head of the Fired Football Coaches Association, John Gruden, go through and talk to quarterbacks. So I don't know if you're in a dorm, you got noise complaints or anything going on, but if not, let's hear a cadence when you're trying to get somebody on a hard count.
All right, let's get it. Ready? 180, you want to hut? Hut?
Oh man, my legs were twitching. I jumped. I'm a D tackle. I jumped. I love it.
I'm more happy that you just didn't go straight to a clap. Like,
Yeah,
I love the
right.
clap, but like,
No
I mean, I felt like we had so many more miscommunications with the clap. I don't know. You're a quarterback guy. What do you think? Clap or no clap? Like, in all seriousness.
I'm a no clap guy. I feel like, especially in the type of games we play in, you can't hear a clap.
My point exactly. Imagine what you're playing in, but
Yeah.
Clemson at
Yeah,
Clemson, and it's
exactly.
like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. And I feel like we do wide 80 hut. In the first wide 80, you can hold as long as you want. So I'd be like wide 80 hut. The second one's always the same. And like I like it. I like that better just because it's on my time. And a clap, if I start a clap, there ain't no going back either.
no.
Right.
No.
Right.
And
It's
Yeah.
like once you
You're
reach the
not-
top of the backswing in
Yeah.
golf, once you start
Yeah.
going down, I'm not Tiger. I can't stop
Nah.
on the way down.
Like, so Malik, I'm not shitting on Malik, but that was the quarterback I was around whenever I was with Satterfield and them. Like, whenever he was snapping the ball would be just here, but whenever he was going like a hard count, he'd start real wide and like, I'm
Yeah.
like, but you're giving it away every single time. It's just,
Man,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. I think that's our first like hard count on from the Pink Seats podcast right there. That's
Yeah.
elite territory, man. Well, Briggs, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to hop on with us, man. I know Louisville is extremely excited to get you up here and begin this journey, man. The class of 26, we've spent a lot of time on this show talking about it, a special group. You obviously got quite the guy at quarterback, and then tons of skill, tons of big guys up front. So it's going to be a very fun future. But folks, make sure that you're locked in with him. Make sure you're following him on social. Make sure you're supporting his endeavors. We're rooting on the squad down there for the back-to-back state championships, man. And excited to get you up here to Louisville. So thank you, my friend, and best of luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen, from the Pink Seats podcast. Subscribe anywhere you get your shows from. Jacob Lane, Vince Lococo, producer Keith, our special guest tonight, Briggs Cherry. We'll be back next week to start breaking down the 2025 season. We are right there, just a couple of weeks away. So stay locked in, turn those notifications on, and we will catch you next time. Till then, go Cards.